7 Questions with Steve and Brad. 7 Questions with Steve and Brad.
It's another episode of 7 Questions with Steve and Brad.
7 questions with 2 amazing guests today.
Steve and Brad.
Steve and Brad. We figured we'd do another 7 questions for you guys. We haven't done it for a long, long time. So
A long time. So we're going to ask each other questions. When you're at a mall, you know, when you could go to malls and whatnot, what store are you most likely to go in? Of your own volition, like not be led into by your family, but like if Steve's at a mall by himself wandering around, what store are you most likely to go
in the 1980s or 2000s?
Hey, give us both.
1980s, Spencer Gifts.
Yes.
Well, that's all I would do is go to Spencer
Get your
Gifts.
magic 8-ball.
Oh, dude, I would go right down to the get an Orange Julius and then go to Spencer Gifts.
Oh, dude, Orange Julius, the best.
Oh man, it was the best. The food court, the best place ever. And then I would go to the arcade because that was usually always at the mall too. Spencer Gift and the mall or the arcade.
In the arcade. Okay, now,
Yeah.
What store are you going into?
Now I'm just an old man sitting on a bench. Bradford,
Yes, sir.
would you rather have all traffic lights you approach be green or never have to stand in line again?
Oh, man. I think all traffic lights be green because, like, I don't mind standing in line, but I mean,
What about Disneyland?
You also didn't quantify the line. Maybe it's a short line.
Well, but I totally get you on the green lights. That'd be a great for us because we drive a lot. But
Yeah.
if you're at Disneyland, there's no lines. You just walk in, do what you want.
That's true too, but I don't go to Disneyland all that often.
Okay, so you don't mind. You'd rather, because you don't go to Disneyland a lot, you'd rather just have all green lights.
I think so. I think that would be the most valuable of the two. And granted, I'm talking here like really practically. I'm thinking this
Sure.
through. I'm not just willy-nilly like leading with emotion here. I'm thinking practical.
Really?
That's
Okay.
what would you rather questions are really about. Like really
Are
getting
they?
down into the deep practicality. Don't just have a quick emotional outburst because that might be entertaining. No, think about it practically. Really break it down.
I take no lines.
If you had to live in another country, what would it be? Had to.
Had to?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You're
since I haven't been to a lot of other countries, I would pick Canada.
Okay, great. That's
I've been there a lot. I like Canada. The people are amazing. It's beautiful. Probably Vancouver, somewhere outside of Vancouver. It's awesome up there. And I would pick, Canada. All right, Bradford. Would you rather spend the rest of your life on a yacht as your home or a tour bus?
Ooh. Oh man, that's hard.
That's why I asked that question.
Well, but here's the thing is you can never get off
Well, you could get off, but you have to have it as your home.
as your home base.
As your home base. Which means if it's the yacht, you're spending most of your time on the water. If it's
it can be docked and you can like
sure. Yeah,
right,
you can visit.
Well, I mean, think about like Sleepless in Seattle. Tom Hanks lived in a boat.
Yeah, but that's not really living in a boat. It's living in a boat, but you're not really out to sea.
It's more of a houseboat.
Yeah, so you'd have to be out to sea. If you're on a yacht, you're not just using it as a hotel room. You're going to go travel the world, the waters of the world.
Right.
Right? Does that appeal to you at all?
It does. It does. I think with my family currently constructed, a tour bus would be, and if you take finances out of the situation, because
because a yacht's $20 million. So go ahead.
Well, and also like I was like, oh, but then you have to buy the gas for the tour bus, and I'm like, oh no, the yacht needs gas too.
The yacht needs a lot more. It needs a staff.
The yacht needs a lot more gas. You're saying I couldn't drive my own yacht?
No, I know you can't.
Well, I wouldn't want to drive my own tour bus either, but I guess I could.
Well, you don't have to. You can have a driver.
Right. I'm more likely to be able to drive a tour bus than a yacht.
Well,
maybe
but that's not the question.
Okay. I think I'd rather live in a tour bus.
Okay.
If it was a really good one, right?
Well, it's going to be a really good one.
It's going to be a good one.
If I'm giving you a
the
yacht,
choice between that and a yacht. Yeah.
I'm going to give you the nice tour bus too. So
yeah,
you know what I would take.
Oh, I know without a doubt. I know what you take. Yeah.
Do you?
I don't know.
Would you bet? How much would you bet? How much would you bet right now that you know the answer that I'm going to say?
I'm pretty confident.
Pretty confident? So you just went from I know to pretty confident. Would you put $1 million on it?
If I had it, maybe.
So what would I guess?
I would say tour bus.
100%. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Nutrition aside, but you just had to eat the same thing over and over again.
Son of a gun. That's a tough question, dude.
I know. I really asked the hard questions.
That is just calm down.
Orange Julius?
No. One food?
Yeah.
I'm going to say this particular food because it comes in different variations all the time.
Okay.
Pizza, because you can have chicken on it. You can have a veggie pizza, vegan pizza, gluten-free crust, whatever. So you have some options for sure. All right, Bradford.
Yeah, bud.
Would you rather go back to age 5 with everything that you know now, or know now everything your future self will learn?
Oh no, I get that. Would I rather inherit the knowledge that I'm going to learn, or rather take my knowledge and be a 5-year-old?
Yes.
Gosh, that's interesting. I think I would go back to being a 5-year-old because just the way I'm thinking about it is, I want the things that I've had in my life, I am so grateful for, and I want to enjoy them better, knowing that they're coming. The one thing I'd be afraid of is that, like, I'd miss out on some of the stuff because knowing what you know, you might make you make certain choices that would lead you down certain roads, right? Because even some sort of like micro choices end up creating huge macro choices, right? Totally. It's like sliding micro doors. Choices have macro consequences sometimes. 100%. Taking the wife and the kids out of the equation, right? Like, because obviously we want our wife and kids. Right. But you put my brain right now at a 5-year-old, the game's over. Sure. It's done. Dude, oftentimes I will. Remember when Biff got the sports almanac and Back to the Future? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, just imagine right now with everything that we know that's going to happen, and you go to be a 5-year-old, you're like, all I got to do is wait. Buy for Apple stock, Amazon stock. No, Amazon. That's all you have to do. That's all you. You'd have to make one choice. You go, I'm putting everything on Amazon the first day you can do it, and the game's over. What is the value of arm wrestling? 0. Okay, good. 0 value. The only thing that it did for culture was when you got serious, when you got serious, you turned your hat around. When you turn your hat around, people know that you mean business. Last question. Ooh. Who would Spinelli be in a real love story with? Like, forget Maxie right now. If we're wiping the slate clean and Spinelli can have the love interest with somebody, who do you think would be a good match? I think Ellie is a great choice. Like, that one makes sense. But if we're going to take her out of the picture because he's already with her, right? Take that out of the picture. Yeah. Okay. At the risk of inviting the ire of the entire viewing audience. Sure. I think Spinelli and Sam could have a very nice relationship. We're great friends. We work well together. She's available.
That's not happening, bro.
What do you think Jason would do about that? Would
I'd kill you.
You would?
Yeah. You'd be dead.
I'd be dead.
You'd be the dead jackal.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.